I feel like I've grown so much emotionally, religiously, socially, like different aspects of my life. There's like I've noticed a lot of changes, a lot of growth. As um back when I came to ABU, I was a bit naive and a little bit childish, and I was just you know fresh out of secondary school, so I was just yeah, naive is the word. So I was naive and very um I wasn't really invested in my whole game. Like I could just care less at the time. Not careless, but I just didn't practice the game well at the time. But now, Alhamdulillah, I'm doing much better. I'm in much better place, and there's just a lot of growth, honestly. And emotionally, I feel like I've grown. I no longer pick up fights with people unnecessarily, and I no longer engage in just I no longer engage in fights or arguments or disagreements with people. I've just learned to let things go and take things um easily. Not everything has to be a fight. You understand? I used to be hot tempered at the time, but right now I feel like Alhamdulillah I've grown and I'm in a much better place. So yeah, I can see that yeah, there's a lot of growth with me, and in the way I handle my friendships, my relationships. There's a lot of growth because like I said, I used to be hot tempered, but not anymore, and it has made me better in so many ways. It has drawn me closer to my creator. It has, it has made me closer with my friends and my family because I used to be distant. That hot temper, that hot headedness, it used to, distance me from a lot of people, from my loved ones, my relatives. I used to isolate myself a lot. But now, Alhamdulillah, I have a good relationship with people, my family, my friends, and it's going really well. So I can say there's a lot of growth.
Zipporah.
Okay. So when I first came, yeah, I was actually a lot younger and very naive. When you're at home, you're not exposed to you think you have everything or you know everything, but coming to school where you get to meet people with different people from different background, different opinions, different character, and then learning to live with them. Yeah, staying in the hostel actually helps me a lot because that way you get to know how to live with people, manage relationships with them. So that has actually helped me a lot. And also mentally, yes, I've grown, going out, socializing with people, going out for trainings, program, all of this has helped me mentally, spiritually, and even when it comes to making friends, yeah. Actually, I made the best set of friends in 100 level. And that has also helped me. So if I'm to compare who I am now before I was there, I've actually been there's still more room for growth.
Okay. Raziqah.
Well, for me, I can say there's a lot of growth. There's discovery. There's a newfound passion in me, and a lot more. I didn't actually study agric. I started with vet medicine. So along the line, I figured that was not a place for me, and it was lots and lots and lots of stress, and I don't do anything under pressure. So that pressure made me settle down to, rediscover myself, to rethink about what I wanted. It was 200 a day. I started this competitive anatomy practical after all the stress, and there's this formalin infusion. We have to go through a lot, and I go back every day with headaches. I go back every day with tiredness. I I don't even know. Sometimes I can't even read because of the stress and everything. I just thought to myself that no, this is not the place for me. I had to change. And coming down here, I think this is the most wonderful place anyone could ever think. Conduct. Yeah, I second that. This is the most wonderful place. Actually, when I was growing, you know, for me, I would advise parents to really look into what their parent or what their children like. When I was growing, I actually was into like I was the one taking care of my home garden. I was the one seeing the seed planting, like picking seeds and planting, like doing one or two things in my garden. I did not ever in my heart think that agriculture was the thing for me. I just thought maybe it's just a random thing that people do. Actually, I never got orientation about coming down here, but going to pushing my passion, initial passion, I got to understand that that passion was not actually for me. I was reading someone else's script. So along the line, I got I think there was during Corona, that was the actual time I sat down to think of what I was doing. I started U17 here. In during Corona, I thought of what I was really doing. Am I really doing the right thing? Am I really into this with my heart? Because I got disconnected from my own world. I lost a lot, friends, family. I lost everything. Like I was so focused on doing that, pushing that passion of mine. Yeah. But then along the line, I still saw that it was not going to work out for me. The stress was not working out for me. So along the line, I found agriculture. There's this time I planted this they call it red ori. I plant it's a medicinal plant. So a lot of people like in my local in where I stay, they come maybe fever or something, they come to my house and like I used to water it every time it flourishes and people used to come and take from it. So that's saying that it actually gave me this it's
Sense of
increased.
fulfillment.
Yes, thank you. It's like gave me this a sense of fulfillment, and I found that really agriculture was what I should be doing and not farmer. So that was how I actually found myself. And yes, spiritually, I think coming down here, I really I can say Alhamdulillah. I didn't come to this university like this, but Alhamdulillah. Yes.
Fatima and Zipporah both said something in common, which is naive. It's the coming into this to naive. I'm going to throw a question to Zipporah. What does that do to someone? What does that do to average girl, to the average student? Like, what does that bring to that? What does that situation bring to you?
As an average female student.
Yes,
Um, okay.
you can say you can generalize it. You can say your own.
I will first of all generalize. You know, when you are coming to school, there is this I won't call it, but there's this system of taking care. And then when you are naive, somehow some people just know. It's as if they're than 10 feet from like you get. Yeah, like a big, supposed especially to boys. Yeah. I'm going to say for female students, you should be very, 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 very careful because when you're in 100 level, you know, even when you go out, you just see that while you're just being on your own, working on, you see a lot of guys, different guys, so, oh, hi, what's okay, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So, as a female student, if you are not, you are not focused, you are not, if you don't know what you are here to do, if you don't, if you don't discover your purpose on time, that's the you can just be real. It's actually very, very easy. You have to be very, very strong mentally. You have to be strong spiritually. You just have to be self-disciplined. So it also applies to guys also. They get they get influence negative with peer pressure and all of that.
I believe a lot of girls can relate to what you just said. I won't I won't say I've not seen this enough. Like when you see the average girl outside there and you think she's like an easy prey or something like that. Well, not even be a prey, you just want to collect her number and everything. Let me throw a question to you, Fatima. You think it's too late people who find themselves? Let me say there's someone in their final year now and they realize that okay, they've been naive and they're not confident. You think it is too late for them?
No, it's never too late. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to turn around and, make a change in your life. It's never too late. You can start at any time. Change. Change is constant, as we all know. It's never too late for a person. We all lose our way sometimes, but, you know, it's important that we put efforts to find ourselves, to discipline ourselves and get back on track. Understand? So it's never too late for you to go back, and it's never too late to go back and touch. I actually there's my favorite podcast. There's this episode, Go Back and Fetch. It's about finding yourself. It's about going back, not losing your way and picking yourself back up. So it's never too late for you to go back. It's never too late to change. You can change at any time, because I just feel like as individuals, we all have we all do things differently. Um, I am a twin myself, so yeah. But my twin sister and I are totally different people. We are complete opposites, and we're twins. But we came to this world on the same day. Sorry, at the same time. But we have different personalities, and we grow differently. Not physical growth. I'm talking about mental growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth. And I feel like my twin sister, I'm older than she is, but I feel like she mostly does things before me, like mental growth. She attained mental growth way earlier than I did. Even spiritual growth. She started putting on the hijab properly before you know, I started doing mine as well. So it's never too late for a person to change, to just go back. It's never too late. You can always choose.
So one of the challenge that girls face when they come like Zipporah and Fatima, I think what that challenge is that the average girl face in that time. Because I think sorry. Here's why I'm asking this. I know the challenges that the average student, the average guy, might be finance, it might be seeing your friend out there making it. And what do you want to do? You also want to make it back. But I've never like really sat down and thought and think well about the challenge that you felt.
Well, actually, you know, um, everyone has his own challenge he faces in life. That is the reality of life. And then you discovering that challenge early and then fighting towards, like, working towards it and getting the real bread is actually, um, let me say, it's actually, some people don't get it on time. As some people discover it early, but some, it will take them even out of the university before they discovered who they really are. And then for some along the line, they discover maybe at the middle, maybe just a little above the beginning, some towards the end. Everyone has how he what he faces and how he gets to understand that this is actually a challenge.
Yeah.
To some people, they don't even know it is a challenge to them.
Yeah.
To some people, they feel it's just a daily thing that happens, but deeply it's a challenge. Like me, I didn't start putting on the makeup fully. I didn't even come to this university wearing the full hijab. I put on veil today, tomorrow I wear hijab. Like, randomly. But along the line, I discovered myself. I started attending ta'alimat. Go to Islamiyas. I discovered myself along the line. In searching for your passion, in searching for who you are, you search for other things. Your horizon broadens and you see what you actually feel it's not a challenge to you. Then I didn't even think like I needed to further my my religious knowledge.
Mhm.
I didn't feel there was a need. But one or two ways I got like sick with people, I got to discuss with people, I got to know I have a lapse. I have to work towards getting um knowledge. I have to work towards knowing who I really am. So for everybody, he has a way of getting to know who he really is and getting to know the challenges he is facing. The naivety, almost all of us, almost everybody came to university with that naivety. That's why they call us Janvitos preacher. Exactly. It's like hardly you distinguish. No, it's hardly that you don't see 100 level student and not know he's from 100 level. Yes. So that naivety is like a uniform blanket for everybody.
Let me try a question. Anyone can. What's the average student? What should people prepare themselves for what getting into the university?
So prepare themselves for they should prepare themselves for the academic challenges. That's it's going to be a lot. It's actually, for example, I, I okay. They should prepare for the academic challenge ahead of them. Honestly. Coming to this faculty has taught me that, I was always an A student, right from primary school, right from nursing school, primary school, my secondary school. I was an exceptional student. I didn't need to study hard to pass a subject. Sometimes I didn't even study at all, but I always passed my subjects, and it always has been like that. But coming to this school, I thought it was the same, so I tried to apply that what I did in primary school and secondary school here, and it failed. Honestly, I because I wasn't prepared and I wasn't well oriented on the system and how it works. I just thought, I could just, flip through the pages and I would pass without having to study hard. Or, I was proven wrong. After my first semester result, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed in myself, and I didn't even know who to blame. So I had to blame myself for, what had happened. So I feel like they should prepare themselves for the academic challenges ahead of them and for the daily challenges that they'll face. For example, I've faced harassment mostly from the opposite gender. Yeah, I've faced a lot of harassment and objectification. Yeah, been objectified. And I feel like that was what pushed me to start, dressing more decently. Um, Coming here, I came here really young. So I was just, I was just wild and free and I just wanted to fit in. So but after a few years, after 1 year actually, after 2 years, sorry, after 2 years I changed that whole mindset. So because I've been objectified way more times than I can count, and I've been harassed way too many times by drivers, by students, lecturers, a lot of people. It not not I'm not talking about rape or
Yeah.
physical harassment, but just vo- um vocal ones, the ones I can hear. You know, um, like you can't sit down and hear something without feeling like I don't know, feeling like you're doing something wrong or feeling good about yourself. Someone always has to pick on you. Someone has to make nasty comments about your body, about your. So it's all forms of harassment and mostly comes from the opposite gender. It mostly came from the opposite gender. And that made me change my whole perspective and the way I dress. So I feel like they should also be prepared for and those types of things and also the physical stress that comes with this. I wasn't prepared for that. I actually I never thought, I had to, go to the farm, plant something, harvest them. So, oh my god, it was so It was a roller coaster to say the least. It was so hard for me because I hate physical stress. I don't do well under stress, so I wasn't really well prepared for all of this, especially the practical aspect of this course. I was not prepared for it. And it's to 5 lectures. Oh my god, it's drained the life out of me. So I feel like they should be prepared for the academic stress and for the mental stress this school is going to put them through. So, inshallah, it's going to be fine.
Before we go forward, ladies and gentlemen, no stress. I'm supportive of that. When it's Zipporah, right? What do you think? What's the contribution to that?
Mm, what I'll say is, um, life is full of challenges. Like we all pass through really challenging. So what I would advise is when you're coming to the university, just be prepared for anything. Anything can happen, like at any time. So what I would say is you knowing yourself. mm, You need to know yourself even before coming to the university. Cover your personality, know your strengths and your weaknesses. That would really, really help you a long way. Now, if you know that you're the kind of person who is easily influenced by uh friends and peer pressure, that's something that you can actually discover from even from the secondary school. You get you can work on things like that because when you come to the university, there are different. You will see different things from even while you're staying in the hostel. I won't really say oppression per se, but you see your roommates from different family, different background, bashing things. Let me say this. I had never seen iPhone in my life till I came to
Oh,
ABU. Yes. Where I came from. where where I came from, Kogi State. Well, people didn't really actually care about that. But when I came to ABU, iPhone was like this Nokia touch like every year. Because but if you're the kind of person who when you see other people use video later, yeah, you feel intimate, that would actually drive you to do different things. So knowing yourself, number one, know your personality, who you are, what works well for you as a person would definitely help you a long way. That will help you to spread. Okay, if I know that I'm the kind of person who easily gets under, maybe when I'm under stress, sorry, I um I maybe I fall sick or that would just help me to know that when you come to the university, it help you to plan your day, plan your week. You know that okay, oh, I'm the kind of person that any little stress like this it affects me. So that will help you know what you are doing, when to do it, how to do it. So just being yourself generally. Also, your home bringing, your upbringing, your moral upbringing, your spiritual upbringing, hold it very, 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 very tight. That's the best advice I would give. Know your God, your relationship with God should be number one, because that will also help you very, very.